Hi everyone, Caroline here. Do you have any special crystals that you have bonded with? I am sure there are many crystal lovers who have some special crystals that they wear over their heart chakras as pendants or use on their left arm. So if you've been wearing crystals over your heart chakra or on your left hand, do not let anyone touch your crystals. Crystal lovers, do not let anyone touch your crystals. I know that I have spoken about this subject of sharing crystals before from a different perspective at a specific time in the past when certain things were occurring, but I want to add another perspective to this based on another layer of wisdom. Okay, so if you feel guided, I'm going to attach that other video at the end of this video so that you can watch it also, just to add another perspective to the whole thing. Anyway, do not let other people touch your sacred objects or touch your crystals, obviously, because the crystals that you have bonded with on an energy level, on a soul level, on a spiritual level, the crystals that have been in resonance with your body, that are attuned to you, are not to be touched just like that. These sacred objects that carry you forward, that carry your energy, are not to be touched just like that. And this is for obvious reasons. The energy shifts when someone else touches your crystal, your personal crystal. So do not let anyone touch your crystal if you can help it, unless that person is someone that you have taught, someone that you have connected with about that specific crystal, someone who understands that energy of that specific crystals. In that case, allow the person to touch that crystal if the person really feels that they need to touch that crystal. The other person that can touch your crystal is a person who you are probably going to leave the crystal to, maybe your kid or your daughter or someone you want to give the crystal to. And this relative should only touch that crystal if there's someone who wants to connect with your energy or wants to be reminded of you, and not for any other reason. But then again, you should also still be careful with that, especially if that person is not intimately connected with you, or if that person has not been trained in crystal wisdom. There's some things that are so deep and they're so layered, and that is why a lot of us sometimes don't experience the results we need to be experiencing when you're working with these spiritual tools. There's another layer of shamanic wisdom that comes with a lot of how the spiritual tools we have are handled. So if you have a crystal that you have bonded with or that you have a sacred arrangement with, do not let other people just touch them willy-nilly, okay? And the other important thing is that if someone is touching your crystal, this person that is allowed to touch your crystal, make sure that they touch your crystal with either their left or their right hand. I'm just saying that for clarification purposes. Either their left or right hand, and make sure they're using their two fingers, not their thumb, just two fingers. And make sure also that they're not touching the center of the crystal. You know what I mean? Like if you have a pendant, make sure that they don't touch the center of the crystal. They can use their left hand to feel the sides of the crystal. The crystal itself knows the energy of the people within that soul frequency, the energy of the person within your DNA that kind of is close to your energy. There's that aspect of how the crystal can detect who is within your energetic frame. So make sure the person is not touching the center of the crystal, because the center of the crystal resonates with your heart energy. You know what I mean? They can touch the sides of the crystal to feel you. You know what I mean? Because that crystal contains your energy. But other than that, do not allow other people to touch your crystals. You can give them other crystals that are not directly connected to you to touch or to experience, but not that specific energy of the crystal that is attuned to your own personal vibration and frequency, okay? Because that will change a lot of things for you. You'll keep wearing that crystal and it will not be doing what it needs to do because of that quote, I don't want to use that word, contaminated energy or polluted energy, or their energy that is now directed into a particular frequency or is imbued with some energies that you may not want, because who knows, you don't probably want the energy of that other person coming into your crystal, and crystals are sensitive, so it changes things. This is a relationship that you have to develop with that specific crystal and maintain it as much as you can. And a lot of things happen, just feel into it. If it's not for you, just keep it moving. But if it's for you, just allow that crystal to be in tune with you and to do its work, because nature loves us, our crystals love us, and we are now truly living in times when you truly have to embody the true wisdom of what these spiritual tools are. We cannot just be working with these tools the way we used to work with them, or just on a superficial level. We truly, truly have to become the truth and the oneness of these crystals. And I'm telling you, there's so much to learn, but we must be willing to walk that path. Let me know what you think. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye.